let's talk about NFC, AFC Championship game predictions. We start off in the AFC. I think that game kick off about, what, 3 o'clock, 3:30, something like that. Not sure exactly what channel, because now they done threw NBC, Fox, CBS in the mix, Peacock, all types of shit. So, yeah, they threw all types of shits in the mix. When it comes to channels, it used to be either Fox or CBS. The AFC Championship games used to be on CBS. The NFC Championship games used to be on Fox. Then the Super Bowl used to rotate between Fox and CBS back in the day. Now you threw NBC in there and all this stuff. So everybody want to get in on that action. Yeah, you got Kansas City traveling to Baltimore. You know, I thought this was one of the worst teams Kansas City had. You know, the defense is pretty good, but, you know, Josh Allen was slicing that defense up. And they was running all through that defense. I was just trying to figure out how Buffalo still lost that game. I know they had some injuries on defense, and they had missed Gabriel Davis. And that Sheffield guy missed 2 deep passes. Stephon Diggs did all that bitching and complaining. Missed the deep pass that could have changed the game. So, but defensively, I know they had some injuries and all that. Spent all that money on Von Miller. He ain't do nothing. You know, but they was moving up and down the field at will versus Kansas City, you know. And, you know, they was holding Kansas City to field goals. And, you know, I don't know what happened. You know, Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes cooked something up. And, you know, if I had a team that couldn't have, and they couldn't get open, I'm probably pressuring Mahomes. I know Mahomes is good against the blitz. I'm getting that ball out of Mahomes' hands quick. And I'm bracketing Travis Kelce, and I'm forcing Rasheed Rice and the rest of them to beat me. If they beat me, I shake their hand. I'm challenging them at the line of scrimmage, all that. But Baltimore, a different beast. They got the best defense in the land. You know, the way Buffalo has success running the ball on Kansas City, I think Lamar and them will have a lot of success running the ball on Kansas City. The question is, you know, can Lamar beat Patrick Mahomes in the postseason? In the regular season, he didn't have some success versus them, and hopefully Marlon Humphreys is back, their #1 corner, because he was out versus the Houston game. But I say this, they don't want to get off to that slow start they got off against Houston, because in reality, they should have been down going into the half versus Houston when that kicker missed that field goal. So I think the key for Lamar and them is to establish the run and then play action and then go down the field on them. You know what I'm saying? I think it's that. And I think defensively for Baltimore, you know, you just look at what the Raiders did to Kansas City. Whatever they did, that'll be my game plan. You know what I'm saying? Stop Pacheco, make him one-dimensional, stop Pacheco, and harass Patrick Mahomes. And make his receivers make his tested, spectacular catches. And for Kansas City, you know what I'm saying? What you want to do is you want to establish the run, if you can, versus Baltimore. And once you establish that run, then obviously you want to, you know, be able to get the one-on-ones. They're gonna play a lot of man-to-man defense, and hopefully our receivers can make plays. So, but you know, if I'm Baltimore, I ain't letting Travis Kelce beat me. Kelce and Pacheco, you take them away and make them one-dimensional. I think Baltimore will stuff Kansas City run. And it's just about then, you know, taking away Travis Kelce, which I think they'll do that too. To be honest, I think Baltimore is just superior. Now, if Patrick Mahomes win this game, I think he might be the greatest quarterback of all time, because that offense he got ain't shit. That offense he got ain't shit. Travis Kelce not even playing the same. You gotta remember, he got injured early in the season. He probably never recovered from that knee injury. So I like Lamar and them in this game, to be honest. I like them in this game. I'm not sure what the weather gonna be. I know it's gonna be like a little warm front coming. If it's, you know, without no rain, I think it'd be like 31-20. I think they should comfortably win this game. And I know you can't underestimate Patrick Mahomes, but they just an all-around better football team. And if they let Patrick Mahomes beat them now, bro, it ain't pretty much nothing you can say. You might not have a better Baltimore Ravens football team than you got right now. You got a healthy Lamar Jackson. You got a fairly healthy team. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, if they can't get past Kansas City, and I think Kansas City is rumors that Andy might retire. I don't know how true that is. But, you know, next year I think Kansas City is probably going to go get them a couple wide receivers to go with Rasheed Rice and Travis Kelce, and they're going to be back better than ever. They probably find a way to bring Chris Jones back into the fold and all that stuff. So they're going to be back better than ever. So that's just my opinion. That's just my opinion on stuff. I think they'll be back better than ever. So, but I like Baltimore 31-20, something. Yeah, 31-20. I think they just a superior football team, and it's only so much, you know, a scheming you can do, you know, to cover up deficiencies like Kansas City got offensively. But if Baltimore Ravens offense don't get it done, they turn the football over, Kansas City will win this game. They got to take care of the football, both teams. And they got to score touchdowns, not field goals. So I like Baltimore by 11, 31-20. You know, over to the NFC Championship game. I'm a Lion fan. Check out my Detroit channel, Mercy Sports Talk. I have a more detailed prediction for this game. And I think that, you know, obviously San Francisco is probably the better team on paper. They got the home field advantage. Also, it's a controversial referee crew that's repping it. We all know that they want Baltimore versus the 49ers versus San Francisco. They talk about the Super Bowl colors for the logo, previewing Baltimore versus San Francisco. So obviously we got an uphill battle going into that game. One thing San Francisco can do is get after the passer. In the back end, you know, their corners suck. If you look at Pro Football Focus, they got two of the worst corner tandem, but they so good up front that, you know, it is what it is. You can't turn the ball over versus them. You can't get behind, because then with that crowd behind them and them pinning their ears back and getting after the passer, that dangerous football team. They love to run the ball, find ways to get to McCaffrey. Once they're running the ball with McCaffrey, then they find ways to play action and go over the middle, you know, to Kittles and to Debo if he play. I think he will. And Brandon Ayuk. And one thing about playing San Francisco, I mean, you got to stop McCaffrey. And the receivers, when they catch the ball, you got to make tackles. You got to wrap up. If you don't wrap up, if you don't tackle well versus San Francisco, the receivers will run all over you. They all have 100 yards. So that's what it's about. Purdy don't necessarily take a lot of deep shots. He like to go over the middle off the play action, and they will take deep shots to George Kittles and those type of things. They don't have that one receiver that's going to jump ball receiver and make them big catch like Calvin Johnson, Randy Moss. But what they do in that system is they get a lot of yards, yards after the catch. So, in my opinion, the Lions got to stop McCaffrey. When he come out the backfield, I think they should do what New England did versus the Rams in their first Super Bowl win under Belichick and Brady. And when Marshall Faulk came out the backfield, not tape to practice, you know, people don't say that. When Marshall Faulk came out that backfield, you know, for reception, they started hitting him. So when he went out for reception, they made sure they put a hat on him. You know, they made sure they put a hat on him. So I think that's the recipe for, I'm getting over too, bro. I think that's the recipe. When they come over to make a reception, when he come out the backfield to make a reception, make sure you got somebody that's going to hit him, reroute him, knock him off his route, you know. And once you make Brock Purdy one-dimensional, then the windows over the middle become smaller. You want to make Brock Purdy pitch the ball down the field and outside the hashes. You don't want to be able to run the ball, play action, then go over the middle at will. You don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So, and then defensively, you want to be able to establish some type of run game. You know, you want to be able, you know, and then, you know, exploit their corners on the outside. But you want to get the ball out fast. But, you know, you got to take some shots versus that defense, too. You might have to keep a man in the block and relief chip. You know, you want to be able to get the run going so Jared Goff can get the play action going. And, you know, the offenses pretty much mirror each other. The Lions love to run the ball, play action, and go over the middle. The difference is the Lions actually have receivers that can get down the field and make plays vertically. You know, if Goff got enough time to step into his throw, because he don't have a natural arm like a Flacco or Matthew Stafford, he got to step into it. And that's what San Francisco not going to let them get that time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, they got to establish the run. I think it's got to be a big Jahmyr Gibbs game, a big Jameson Williams, St. Brown, Laporta game. They got to get explosive plays. Just as San Francisco get explosive plays from they pass catchers, yards after catch, big explosive plays. They got to get that. Third down defense going to be critical. And making Brock Purdy throw in tight windows. Making, you know, so, and I think for the Lions, just getting explosive plays, putting consistent drives together, eating that clock up. But, you know, obviously I think it'll be a competitive football game. I think it could be a blowout going for San Francisco. I think if the Lions win, it'd be a close competitive football game. It's pretty much impossible for them to win this game going out to San Francisco, but I'm going to be a homer here. I'm going to say the Lions win on a late Michael Bashley field goal, 30-27, and I say somehow we pull it off. But, man, you know, my head telling me that San Francisco going to cover the 7 and probably cover it big. They want San Francisco there, so we got an uphill battle, man. But San Francisco is a great football team. Brock Purdy is pretty good as well, too, so we'll see. But I'm just going to be a homer on this one. Pick the Lions 30-20. I like the Ravens by 11, 31-20. I like the Lions 30-27. Check out the NFL playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live with our video. Financially, want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal in the description. You can find me on Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Kick, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, the whole 9. Like I said, if you want to donate to the channel, Cash App, $CJ Good 313. Venmo, CJ Good 313. PayPal in the description. All that information in the description or the link tree. And yeah, let me know who y'all got going to the Super Bowl. But like I said, if Kansas City able to pull this shit off with that receiving core they got and the team they got, man, hey, all power be to Patrick Mahomes. I think he might have just making it with that team might establish himself as the GOAT. But hey, appreciate y'all. Peace.